Yeah, make sure you subscribe and like Base Boxing Basement, because he's good in it. Was that okay, Frank? Yes, Daniel. Yes, Daniel. It will have to do. Oh yeah. What's up? It's Chubby Base Boxing Basement. Trying to churn out the videos, man. I made about £2 a day since I got back in the game, so it's about the numbers. Anyways, so what I gotta say, to me, as always, I've said it 100 times, the kings of boxing are the heavyweights, and they are the most important division. The only division that counts. And we've got a big fight coming up. We've got various big fights coming up. One of them is Daniel Dubois. Or maybe I should call him Dubois now, because he has come back from the dead. He's come back from being humiliated and quitting, including off a cruiserweight with a jab to beat Jaromila, Filip Ergovic, and Gage. So, Dubois, I think he's re-earned his name. I'm going to call him Dubois now, for the minute, much. But then, so he's fighting Joseph Parker. Now, Joseph Parker, I think he's only 33. He's still, by heavyweight standards, a young man, although he seems to be around forever. But he's a tough guy, but he's been knocked out. Big Joe Joyce knocked him out. Gage couldn't, but Gage beat him on points to take his title, which I don't really think he deserved to win that title, to be honest with you. Although he did beat the legendary shades of Ali, Huey Fury. And then Tyson Fury went out on a piss with Joseph Parker, leaving his cousin to lick his wounds. And so I think that's one of the reasons they don't get on no more. Anyways, that's another story. But Joseph Parker is extremely experienced. He's not the biggest hitter in the world, but he can hit. He has got the best chin in the world. He's an Islander, and usually they got amazing chins, Islanders. You don't get no fights with no Islanders. They're friendly, they're fun, they have a beer with you. Yeah, but if you get on the wrong side of them, man, you're getting waxed. And you might hit them in the face. And then you'd be like, damn. It's like hitting an Easter Island statue. The Islanders are big and tough. But Parker has been KO'd by Joe Joyce. Big Jalei Zhang put him over twice. Couldn't finish him, but he put him over twice. I think even Chisora put over Parker, or White. I can't remember. I got bored of those fights. So uninterested by Dillian White and Derek Chisora fights. I can't even remember how often they fought or what happened. I don't care really. I don't mind. I don't quite like both of those fighters, but against each other, it's like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You're at a level, you're an average level, a moderate level, and I ain't that excited. But anyway, so Joseph Parker, has arisen back from the dead. He beat Jalei Zhang, albeit after being put down a couple of times. Oh yeah, Joseph Parker also beat Deontay Wilder on points over 12. Well, I think he won almost every round, but Deontay Wilder by this time had been kind of shown up. We all know he's got a punch. But with punchers, when they start to lose their confidence because they've been hurt, you know what I mean? They don't put their full weight in it anymore. They kind of pull back a bit. You remember David Price. David Price was ironing people out. And then he just, after being slapped a couple of times because he's got a pea head. And when you got heavyweight with a pea head, can't take no punch. And, he got ironed out a couple of times. Tony Thompson and other guys. And, he kind of lost his confidence. It's still one of my favorite I'm going to have to put it on, man. It's one of my favorite interviews. Tyson Fury talking about David Price. Check it out.
What's your reaction to the Price fight then? To be honest, Harrison's the biggest bum inside boxing. And my reaction to David Price and Frank Maloney calling me out that midget, yeah? I'll fight David Price any day of the week. You see you plumber from Liverpool, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Tyson. We're live on Channel 5. All right, go on, one more.
Also, they're going to need 10 plumbers to do you when I've got finished with you. Also, you are getting it, for sure. Call me out, call me any names, and you are getting it. And you know your gay lover, Tony Bellew, I'll fight him in
Okay, all right, thanks, Tyson.
Okay. Come on, man. It doesn't matter how many times I watched this, and I watched it live as well. I couldn't stop laughing for about a minute. You know, people got their laughing out loud emojis. I was laughing out loud. Yeah, I could watch that. I don't know how many times I watched that, but I never failed to laugh. The look in his face, the spitefulness. He goes, "You big stiff idiot. You big stiff idiot." And your gay lover, Tony Bellew, I'll fight in between the rounds. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You don't get any better than that. The old Tyson was just so funny and based. Anyway, regardless, we're talking about Joseph Parker, who is a big friend of Tyson Fury. They spotted a lot of rounds. Parker stayed at Morecambe. Yeah, he stayed at Morecambe. He stayed at Tyson Fury's house many times, and they're good friends. Like I said, after Hughie Fury, who's Tyson Fury's cousin, had lost to Joseph Parker for the World Championship, what did Tyson Fury do? He went and partied with Joseph Parker. He didn't go to Hughie Fury and eat a stew, did he? That's one of the reasons they fell out, I believe. But, families are complex, man. They're always falling out, man. Most families are dysfunctional, man. Most of them won't talk to me now. Anyway, Joseph Parker. So the question is this, right? The question is this. Dubois shown tremendous improvement, unexpected improvement after quitting against Joe Joyce. And all the, Frank Warren, he had a smashed, he had a smashed cheekbone. And he could have been blinded, and he never produced any evidence of that. And listen, man, that's a serious injury, right? It's rubbish. He's lying his ass off, Fish eyes, lying, as usual. He'll probably serve papers on me. He's very litigious, isn't he, Frank Warren? He'll probably serve papers on me now. Well, go on, mate. I ain't got nothing to lose. But, so Dubois, and quit against Usyk. Usyk was outboxing him, but, there was nothing terrible landed. Usyk is not a big puncher at heavyweight. He's outweighed by whatever it was, 30 pounds. And Dubois quit again. And you thought, well, this guy's over. Come on, man. Kevin Lerena almost knocked him out in a round. Kevin Lerena is the next cruiserweight. His main claim to fame has been asked, by Oscar Pistorius to pretend he shot a floor in a restaurant. Yeah, that was the story. They were pals, right? And Oscar Pistorius loves weaponry, and he was showing off. And one of his guns went off in a restaurant. And Pistorius like, man, I'm too famous. I can't deal with this. Come on. Yeah. Oh, take the rap for me. Pretend it's you. I'll pay you. Pretend it was you. Anyway. So that, that's not a great record. That's the record of someone who's not going anywhere. But then Dubois just picked it up. As I said, I think he's got new PEDs. Everyone knows he's HGH fed. He's got these huge knuckles with calluses all over them, like a gay J, which are a well-known sign of HGH abuse. But he's suddenly developed, strength of character, strength of chin, because Gage walloped him, Ergovich hit him quite a lot. Jarrell Miller, even early on, I remember in the Miller fight, they were saying, "Ooh, Miller's hurting him a bit." So something's gone on, but regardless, Dubois has improved. He's probably the most improved fighter in the world at the moment, I would say. And he's fighting Parker. He's the favourite. I think you get 2-1 on Parker, but people should not underestimate Joseph Parker. He's been hurt, sure, and Dubois can punch, but he's a clever boxer. He's extremely experienced. He's been in this game at this level for years. Okay, he can box quite well. He got to protect that chin. And, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I don't understand why Parker's the underdog. And maybe Daniel Dubois is taking him for granted. Thinking, he's old. He's been beaten up by Joyce. He's been beaten up, he got dropped by Jong. And not taking him seriously because he's looking for the big payday. He wants to rematch with Alexander Usyk, who schooled him. Apart from that low blow incident, and it was a low blow. Yes, it was curious that the Usyk took so long, but those are the rules. It was a definite low blow. And he got after the Usyk Tyson fight. Usyk's knackered. He's done 12 rounds with the guy that outweighs him by 50 pounds. And Dubois goes, "Hey, Usyk!" He grabs the mic. "Hey, Usyk, yeah, you robbed me, innit? I want my chance with you again, innit, bruv?" And I'm paraphrasing here, but it was that kind of thing. And he had a really happy look on his face because Dubois loves it. Because these lines are not natural; they get fed to him by fish eyes. Like when he said that. When he mocked Joe Joyce's blind mother. I mean, guys, come on. Dubois is a decent guy, man. I've seen his Instagram when he's gone on holiday. And he loves the monkeys, the mangoes, the waterfalls. And he'd be nice to his woman, probably holding a hand. The first one, though, was a transformer. And I think he was confused. He put loads of pictures. And then, he probably said, "Hey, listen." He probably speak to his dad or to someone else's trainer going, "Why does my woman have a long ting in between her legs?" I go, "That's not a long ting, that's a Corey. And that isn't a woman, Daniel. You need to drop that ting." And he suddenly dropped it. I did a video on it. I might have opened his eyes to the transformerness and the long ting between the legs. But he's got a new woman. And so he's a very sweet guy. He's not the kind of guy who would mock a blind person. But, he gets coached, doesn't he? Because he's not the quickest, sharpest guy in the tool in the box, is he? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have long, complex conversations, intellectual conversations with Daniel Dubois. So, Daniel had this smile on his face because he was so proud of himself that he remembered his lines. Usyk, you robbed me. Yeah, I want the rematch, innit? And he's very proud of himself because he remembered his lines. But, so is he thinking ahead? Is he thinking beyond Parker? I mean, it's very dangerous in boxing to do that. I don't really think so. I just think he was pushed into it by Warren. Warren was probably like, "Listen, man, if Usyk wins, I want you to get in the ring and say this. So that we can line up a huge money rematch at some point." And it seemed quite disrespectful. Usyk's face was like, "Oh, come on, man. Blood clot. Man, leave me alone, man. I've just done 12 rounds. But Usyk, being a gentleman, said, "Yeah, right, maybe." So the Parker-Dubois fight, it's not... I'll see what the odds are closer to the fight. But at the moment, I think the value is on Parker. Maybe Parker points. Although with Dubois, you never know. He might suddenly rediscover his quitting spirit and get on take a classic British knee and a full 10 count. So, but I see the value obviously is on Parker. I might have a little bet. I'll wait till the odds closer to to fight peace in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying?